We spend our entire lives building relationships with people. Some of it is crazy to think about is, elementary school, middle school, high school, college, first jobs, second jobs, soccer moms, soccer dads, whatever. We're creating relationships with people everywhere, all the time. Yet, what's crazy is I'm often asked, Zack, how do I create new relationships? And while that's great and dandy and oftentimes what most people focus on, I think that at least once a quarter, once every 90 days or so, you should look back through the relationships that you've made from decades ago, years ago, and even months ago, and see if you could just reconnect with these people who you thought could have been a good fit at one point, but for whatever reason, they didn't follow back up, you quit, whatever it might be. But by reconnecting with them, you're understanding that life, business, back to life, is a game of a lot of conversations, a game of a lot of injuries, a lot of mistakes, and quitting, and not wanting to keep pushing, whatever it might be. But we've built, and I don't know how many relationships we build a year. I'm going to say thousands. We build thousands of new relationships a year. Yeah, we're always focused on building new relationships instead of enhancing and reconnecting and constantly connecting with the relationships that we already have created. It's kind of like the low-hanging fruit effect. It's kind of like, oh, I already know this person. I've met them. I can reach out to them. It should be a lot easier than that first time you meet someone because you've already met this person. So what I recommend you doing is at least once a quarter, if not a lot more than that, going through, if you have a CRM, going through your email list, going through your social media handles, heck, maybe even going through your yearbooks and finding people and just reaching back out to them and saying hello. What you'll find is that the overwhelming majority of them, as long as you didn't burn the bridge, the overwhelming majority of them will reach out, will be interested in connecting, and you potentially have the opportunity to enhance and grow that relationship more. So, instead of continuing to try and meet new people all the time, what are the relationships that you already have in your back pocket that you've been neglecting, that you have basically done nothing with, even though you spent your time acquiring that? Go back to those relationships and nurture them. Go back to those relationships and make them stronger. You already know the person. They're a lot cheaper to keep going than trying to find new ones over and over and over again. So, go through all of your contacts and reach back out to a couple, at least a quarter, if not a couple a day. And what you'll find is that those relationships that you mistreated, those relationships that you misguided, that you neglected, actually could be pretty strong. You just have to take control of them. So, if you want to reconnect with someone, reach back out to them.